So today, I want to talk about how instead of having high expectations on YouTube, I'm going to recommend that you have low expectations on YouTube. So let's go ahead and get into this video. Welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. On this channel, you'll learn how to be creative, and I'll teach you the tools you need to create. So be sure to hit the like and subscribe button to help the channel create more content like this. Okay, so having low expectations on YouTube is probably something that you wouldn't expect to hear from somebody who actually promotes doing YouTube as a content creator and how awesome it is overall. But the reality is having low expectations, especially if you are starting out on YouTube, is probably going to help you a lot more than having high expectations. And then on the other end, if you are a more seasoned YouTube content creator, then having low expectations is also important, but at a different level. Now let me go ahead and explain what I mean by that. So I think for most people, whenever they're thinking about doing YouTube, most often they're looking at their most successful YouTube creators or people they admire, and quite often these are the bigger YouTube creators, the ones that have a lot of subscribers, a lot of views, and also that actually make money on this platform. And whenever you see something like that, you're probably gonna have higher expectations. For example, maybe you start out your channel, you're thinking, I'm going to get my first 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to get 200,000 or 300,000 views, I'm going to make $1,000 to $5,000 a month, all within 6 months, or maybe for some people, I'm going to do this within a few months, less than 6 months. And so that type of thinking overall is actually going to hurt you. And the reason why it's going to hurt you is that the reality is that YouTube is not easy. The vast majority of the millions of videos and creators out there, they don't make anything out of this. Their channels don't grow at all, and there's just a lot of competition in general, and that's continually growing worldwide. And so if you're going in with that mindset of really high expectations, I would say it's going to really make you not want to do YouTube for the long term, especially when you constantly see that you're not getting anywhere near the high expectation and goals that you had set for yourself. Now let's talk about the other end, and that is the low expectations on YouTube, and why I feel this is really powerful. And so whenever I started out my YouTube journey, obviously I did have goals on my channel, but for me, I kept it low, meaning that it was low enough where I could actually reach it, but at the same time, it's something that I could actually improve. So say, for example, whenever I started out, I was thinking, let me get my first 10 subscribers. Now, some people might laugh at that and say, wow, you have really low expectations. But if you actually take that approach, you getting 10 subscribers, especially if you've never done YouTube before, is a lot more achievable for most people than you getting your first even 1,000 subscribers. And then it went to 100 subscribers. And the same thing happened with views. I just wanted to get my first 5 views, or they had 100 views or 1,000 views. And you achieve those things. And then finally, the whole money thing, at least for me on YouTube, I wanted to make my first $10, $20 on YouTube, and I didn't really have like set time goals on that. It's just a goal that I wanted to reach first. And by having such low expectation goals, I was able to reach that much quicker. And whenever you have low expectation goals, you're going to get more wins. Okay, and so that means whenever you get your first 10 subscribers, which you had to go for, great, you met it. You get your first 100 views, you met that. You make your first $10, you met that. So all of those little wins actually gives you more confidence, and then to continually do YouTube, and you're getting a lot of positive feedback. For serious YouTubers, check out TubeBuddy, the premier tool news at GeekOutdoors.com. Get more done today by checking out the affiliate link in the description area below. And as with anything, whenever you are getting positive feedback, you're going to do more of that. Whereas if you have these really high expectations and you consistently do not reach that, it's going to cause a lot of negative feedback and basically failing all the time. And I don't think it's something that a lot of people enjoy. And more often than not, people are usually going to quit YouTube. And if you look at a lot of the creators out there who are going and trying this, it's normally a matter of months, or for some people a matter of weeks, and they simply quit because of the simple fact that they're not making any wins, and because their expectations were so high at the beginning. And as you're going further into your YouTube journey, then your low expectations can still be there. It's just that the mark and goal is going to be a lot higher. And so in a lot of ways, as you are doing YouTube more, you're getting more confidence by hitting your low expectation goals. Technically, you are actually setting higher goals because now the goals are higher, except that the different levels that you're at, like say for example like myself, where you have more than 10,000 subscribers, and so getting to 12, 13, 15,000 subscribers is not really out of reach because you've already done that before. You've already reached 1,000 subscribers, to 5,000 subscribers. And as you go up the levels, when you reach 20, 30, 100,000 subscribers, then now it's going to be a lot easier for you to get to the next 10, 20,000 additional subscribers. And at least at that level, that's still pretty low. It's not going from like 100,000 subscribers to 1 million subscribers per month. And so you could kind of see what I'm talking about here. If you start off with the whole idea and mindset of low expectations, over time, it's actually going to allow you to grow consistently, and it's going to allow you to set higher expectations, which are normally lower expectations at that level. And so those are my really honest thoughts on how you can actually set low expectations on YouTube, especially when you're starting out. And eventually, it's going to allow you to really stick with YouTube for the long term, and then set lower, higher expectations, if that makes sense, at different levels as you grow and improve. If you had any of your own ideas of setting expectations of YouTube, whether it's low or high, or maybe somewhere in the middle, be sure to leave that in the comments area below. And if you did enjoy these YouTube tutorials and tips, I do have an entire playlist, and you can check that out in the description area below. So as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. And if you're a creative geek like me, and you want to get exclusive access to more content that I don't put out here publicly on my YouTube channel, then join my Gold Content Creators group, where you're going to get content like this and more for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Gold Content Creators group.